Since 2020, when this vintage fuel pop culture mix came out, Hot Wheels has been doing a couple like really good pop culture sets that are just like car culture themed or themed around certain brands, like how this one right here is a vintage fuel set. And then they did this, I guess, like Speed Shop Garage or whatever in 2021, which had the Volkswagen and Coney. We had this cool HKS MBK van, which was the debut of this unlicensed casting. It kind of looks like a Toyota Hiace. It's not. Kind of looks like it. And recently I did a video on this vintage fuel part 2 with the amazing 62 Chevy in Lucas Oil. You had the Castrol VW bus. You had a really cool modal Datsun 620. And like I said, these are pop culture mixes. The series that Hot Wheels likes to put in Batman or Star Wars or whatever on a car. And honestly, that stuff to me is pretty boring and pretty goofy, as I think a lot of people agree. A lot of Hot Wheels collectors don't really care about that stuff. Maybe you like those franchises and you like to see your favorite characters slapped onto the sides of cars, but most people don't, and pop culture mixes tend to hang around the stores for quite a while. But these sets have been quite popular. And we have a new set. I don't know if this is like Speed Shop Garage Part 2, but here it is. There's the UPC. And you see you have those 5 cars. And this set is very nice. Like I said, this is pop culture. This is a really good set. We're just going to take a look at it. So I got a case of these, and I will tell you how they're packed. So there are 2 sets. And if you don't know about pop culture, they are packed in cases of 12 rather than cases of 10 like most, 5-car premium sets like Car Culture, Boulevard, Fast and Furious, all that stuff. But I think because pop culture mixes used to be 12 cars, they are in 12 or not 12 cars. They used to be 6 cars. They were in 12 count cases, but they're now 5 cars, but they're still in the 12 count cases. So you end up getting 2 sets and then 2 extras, and the extra or the ones that come 3 per case are the Cool Combi and the Skyline van. Those are 3 per case. The rest are 2 per case. I was kind of tripping over my words there, but I hopefully got the point across. This is the first model, the Dairy Delivery. This is the one unlicensed model of the set. I am not mad about it though, because this is pretty sweet. If I can get it open, which I did. Can I get it open? There we go. Okay. All right. Here is the not the Cool Combi. This is the Dairy Delivery Classic Hot Wheels casting. Look at the base though. Copyright date 2022. So they may have retooled this recently. I don't know what that would be, but maybe they retooled it. But here it is. So this is in a matte, it's actually matte yellow. It's painted yellow and the black's printed on, which is why in person it doesn't quite look matte black. It almost looks gray. It's not as grainy as like, this does use the kind of dot matrixy Hot Wheels graphics system they use for premium. So you can see a bit of grain in the black, but it's not awful. Moon Eyes Racing Team here on the top. It's got the chrome moon discs, and this thing's awesome. There's the front done up. Go with moon there on the roof. And this is an unlicensed casting, but I think it's very sweet. I love the moon discs on it. The deco's really cool. It's actually got yellow windows. That's cool. This is a nice one. If they're going to do an unlicensed model in this set, this is what I would do. And this is number 1 of 5, if you were curious. I dig it. I really dig this model. And that is number 1 of 5, the Dairy Delivery. Looks really cool. I'm a big fan of that. I'm going to put them over. I'll put them over here. Off to the side. We're going to move these guys off to the side a little bit. I'm being very careful just so I don't clunk them together too hard. There we go. All right. We'll do this one next. This is the Volvo P220 Amazon Estate. This one's number 5 of 5. It's in K&N livery. This is the 3rd release of the Volvo P220 Amazon Estate, I think. It debuted in 2021 in Fast Wagons in the Car Culture Mix in green. Then last year it got a cream yellow version in Boulevard. And now we have this version in K&N livery. It is in a silver. It has these lace wheels on it with a chrome lip, which actually looks pretty cool. They've been using this wheel a lot more lately, and it's pretty good. It looks good on this. I am going to complain a little bit. I don't know how good it comes up on camera, but you can see the light gray here. It kind of gives it a two-tone look, but very grainy. From a distance, like, if you look at it like this, oops, that's 0.8 zoom. It doesn't look too bad, but you get up really close. Yeah, very grainy. But it does have the K and N right here on the side. It has is that an orange or it's like a yellowy orange stripe. I think it's supposed to be red and orange for the striping here. There's the back. There's the other side, the K and N logo. There's the front. The top, which has the same striping going down the middle with the K and N logo on the hood. And I dig this. This looks, I mean, I think it's cool. It might be my least favorite of the set, but that's not to say I don't like it. I really do. I think this is a sweet model. Looks good. Probably my least favorite, but I still dig it. All right, let's do this. This one may be my favorite. The 65 Mercury Comet Cyclone in American Racing Custom Wheels livery. All right. Yeah, this one might win. This one is nice. So, casting copyright date's 2010. I believe it was from Drag Strip Demons, and it made its way to premium. I think it maybe got an RLC release or so. I don't know. We've seen it a few times in premium though. It's got the black kind of mag on the back and a chrome 5-spoke on the front, so you get the mismatched wheels, which look pretty cool on this. You have the American Racing since 1956 there on the back. It also says Comet there. Very hard to read because of the graphics. The graphics quality not being great. You have 27 cubic inch and AFX there on the front fender. The blue is a little grainy, but it's not super bad. Up with this close it looks bad, but in person it's not too bad. It has a blue windshield. There's the front. There's a blue windshield right there. There's the back. 1965 there on the license plate. Love the striped roof, or the striped top rather. White striping, white and red striping going down the entire top of the car. It looks really good. It reminds me of like a Ram Chargers livery. I really dig this though. That's a very nice, that might be my favorite of the set. I mean, it's just done very tastefully. Has that kind of gasser styling as well. It's very nice. I don't know, this one might be, I mean, the Mercury Comet Cyclone, I believe this was a Super this year, right? Moved to the mainline. It's the LK Super. This is a very nice model though. This American Racing version. All right, now these are probably going to be the most popular of the series. Let's start with the Cool Combi. And this is number 205. What is the gasser? Yeah, it is a gasser. So the Mercury was 405. This is 205. The Cool Combi. The Cool Combi is a very popular Hot Wheels casting. It's been around for a little while now. And there's a lot of collectors of this model. And a lot of Volkswagen product does very well, but this one especially, this casting, very popular. So you get the red base here. You have the red, you have the red body, red base. The white on the side is printed on. Doesn't look too bad. The graininess doesn't show super awfully. You have the disc wheels here, the Aero style wheels. Eibach right here. This is an Eibach themed model. You have the gray interior there. There's the front. Nothing in the back. No, you get a little bit of printing in the back. You get the taillights done up. This casting's awesome. You have the top printed in black with the Eibach on the spoiler there. Looks good. Like I said, this casting is very popular, and this is a very good version of it. The Cool Combi in an Eibach livery. Pretty cool. This might be my third favorite. I actually don't know. I really like the Dairy Delivery. Maybe this is my fourth favorite. That just shows how good of a set this is. The Cool Combi isn't even in the top 3 for me. Or maybe. It's like bubbling under. This one's kind of warring with the Mercury is my favorite. The 1969 Nissan Skyline van. Nice to see another version. This casting came out in 2018 in car culture as a part of, I think it was Cargo Carriers. 2019, I believe it was in a pop culture set. I know that. It's also been in Team Transport. It was that legendary ad van release, which goes for a lot of money now. It was a mail-in at some point, but it hasn't gotten like too many releases. But this version's really good. You have the front printed in. The base is a black, which is part of the bumper here. Actually, it's part of the bumpers. The back done up with Toyo tires there. The side says Toyo tires in this blue and black striping, which is pretty cool. Toyo tires here on the hood with the black and blue striping going along the top. You have the black window trim as well. Did this guy have window trim? Oh yeah, the Volvo has window trim too. It's in that same kind of grainy gray. I'll call it grainy gray. This is nice though. Also, it's got the Watanabe style wheels here with the Toyo tire printing. That's a nice touch. I love the Toyo tire printing. Really cool they did that. That's a really nice looking. The Watanabe wheels really just make this model. Is this the first time we're seeing this wheel on this casting? Because I'm pretty sure for most releases it's gotten the 4 spokes. And now we're getting the Watanabe style wheels, which look amazing on this casting. It really gives it that sort of modified look that you have here with the Toyo tires graphics on it. This might be my favorite. It's just done very tastefully, and it looks really good. Graphics quality isn't too bad. On camera, obviously, the blues are going to look a little grainy. In person, it's not nearly that grainy. Like, if you're this far away, you can't even really tell. The blacks are not grainy at all. Don't like how the black should come down a little further, though. You can see there's a bit of white sticking out on the bottom. Probably because we're looking at, like, an angle, but if it's, like, look straight on, but if it's, like, sitting down like this, can't even really notice. That's the set. That is the set. Like I said, I think my favorite is probably the Skyline. Second, the Mercury. Third, maybe the Combi or the Dairy Delivery. My least favorite's the Volvo. But pop culture's really been heating up. I mean, we had the Vintage Fuel set Volume 1 in 2020. Then we had Speed Shop Garage. This year's Vintage Fuel was very good, but this set is insane. I don't think there's a single miss in this set. I really dig it, and that's all I have to say. See ya.